that housing, here you have to pay deposit 1 or 2 months plus the initial house rent. Yes, so if you get a place, for instance, and that place is, let's just say 600 euros, it depends. Now I'm just using that as an example. Now you have to pay 1 or 2 months advance plus the initial one, so you're talking about 1/8. If you're coming alone, you need a certain amount of money, say between, and again, I'm just saying, no, go to Enter Finland portal for the proper costs that you'll be needing, but bring a lot of money. So you're racking in between 12 to 31,000 euros at least, because you have to. Relocating abroad often sounds exciting, but nobody actually gives you the total cost breakdown or the amount of money that you would need if you want to relocate abroad. In this video, I am going to be breaking it down for you. Hello, hi, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Deborah Kwazema and this is Detox. On this channel, we talk about relocation, living abroad, and everything in between, my own experience. So if you know someone, or if you are thinking of relocating to Finland, or you know someone who is thinking of relocating to Finland, please share this video with them. We're going to be talking about from like visa application, like your residence permit, to your flights, travel cost, housing, living in expenses, and whatnot. So I'll start with the visa, the residence permit application, and the paperwork and all of that. So if you are an EU citizen already, you know that you don't need visa or residence permits. You just have to buy your ticket, come register your rights of residence, and that's it. You pick it up from there. But if you're coming from Africa, you would need residence permits, and that depends on what you're coming to do. So are you coming in for work, for studies, or you're coming to through the family reunification route? It depends, and all of this you would get the total breakdown on the official Finnish migration portal, which is Enter Finland. So when you go there, you see the cost of this things. Most times it costs like a couple of hundreds of euros or thousands, but it just depends on your situation and the number of people that are coming with you. But for clarity, for your sake, information is just best if you go to the Enter Finland portal. You see the exact amount. So for example, as a student, if you want to come, your proof of fund alone is about 9,600 euros. So you have to convert that into like the currency which you use. So if you use pounds, dollars, naira, cedis, shillings, yeah, you have to do that conversion and know the exact amount that you need, at least a range that you need. And this also depends, you know, what you're coming in to study. Are you on scholarship, whatnot? Just go to the Enter Finland portal. You'll see the more information there. And also your flights and travel costs also depends on when your time of travel, the number of people that you're coming with. If you're alone, of course, it's cheaper. If you're coming with your family, the time. So if you get your visa, your visa today, are you traveling in the next couple of months, maybe 1 month, 2 months? Everybody knows that if you book your flights in advance, it's usually cheaper. So you have to factor in that. And also, if you're coming in from EU, again, let's say you live in France or Germany, you know that coming into Finland is just 100 euros. But if you're coming from like Africa, you are going to pay as high as, it depends also on the time and season that you're coming. So, but you're not going to pay anything less than 1,000 euros. So work that out and include that in your cost. And also housing, I feel like this is the part that takes a chunk out of your savings. It depends on where you are coming to. Definitely, if you're coming as a student, so yes, you have the privilege to, you want to share apartments, you want to, like a student apartment, either you are sharing or you're staying alone, so you have those kind of privileges or those kind of options. And that also depends. If you're sharing with someone, you would probably be paying around 200 to 50 euros per month. If you're staying alone, it depends also on the size of the room that you're going to be staying. You'll be paying probably around 400. It depends, and also on in the city that you are going to be living. If you're going to stay in like the capital city, which is like Helsinki, of course, housing there is like really expensive, so you have to factor in that into your expenses. If you're going to stay in a smaller city, it's usually cheaper. Yeah. Then if you're doing shared apartments, it's more affordable. Initial setup costs, yeah, I think that's what it's called. So from your kitchen utensils, your furniture, beddings, winter clothing. I usually say it's best you buy your, especially those of you that are coming in outside EU, it's best you often buy your winter clothing here, because the ones that you bring, sometimes it's not enough to withstand the weather, so it's just best you buy it here. So bring money for that. And also your monthly expenses, so we're talking from your telephone bills, your transport, your groceries, you know, just your living in expense, what you'll be needing. You have to try to put that into consideration. And also, are you a heavy eater? If you're somebody that likes food, you have to factor that. And if you're somebody that is also picky, for instance, me, I like my African food, so I struggled in my first period that I came. I didn't want to eat what was here and available, so I was always going to like African shops. I still go to African shops here. So if you are someone like that, you have to factor that into your expenses. So when somebody that is just willing to eat whatever they see is spending 150 euros for groceries in the month, you that is particular about what you eat and you want to eat African kind of food or Asian kind of food, yes, so you would have to up that a bit. So if the normal person is trying to spend 150 for groceries, you should be looking at 200, 250 as the case may be. Yeah, so that's just that. So but in total, I think that if you, yes, and also mind you, that housing, sorry, I'm just going back to that housing, it takes the bigger chunk, because here you have to pay deposit 1 or 2 months plus the initial house rent. Yes, so if you get a place, for instance, and that place is, let's just say 600 euros, it depends. Now I'm just using that as an example. Now you have to pay 1 or 2 months advance plus the initial one, so you're talking about 1/8 as the case may be. So you have to factor that. Yeah, so if you think you're going to move to Finland, you're thinking, am I coming in? If you're coming alone, you need a certain amount of money, say between, and again, I'm just saying, no, go to Enter Finland portal for the proper costs that you'll be needing, but bring a lot of money. So you're racking in between 12 to 31,000 euros at least, because you have to prove that you can survive for a couple of months, say 1 to 2 months. Yeah, and it depends on the number of people you're coming with. If you're coming alone as a single person, it's different from when you're bringing in your family. You're coming in as a family of 3, 4. Of course, it's going to be more expensive. So it just depends. If you're coming in as one person, as a student, maybe around, 12 to 15,000 euros, it's okay for you. But if you're coming as a family person, you should be trying to double that amount or more, and just have like extra savings, you know, extra money for here and there, because sometimes unexpected bills would come. So tell me in the comment section, are you planning to come to Finland? If this information has been helpful to you, and please, if it's not to you, share it with someone that you know might be helpful too. On that note, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, week ahead. Bye.